constant negativity in your life, being bullied, insulted? Watch this, because this is exactly what Floor Jansen, lead vocalist of symphonic metal band Nightwish, went through. So in this video, we're gonna go exactly what Floor did and still does to build and maintain physical and mental strength. She's over 6 feet tall, with a body that could snap your bones in seconds, and a voice that honestly brought me to tears. Gosh, this woman can sing. She's been called a Viking Valkyrie queen and is internationally recognized as one of the biggest female voices in metal. She also sang the Dutch national anthem at the Formula 1 Grand Prix, and what a beautiful rendition. But Floor hasn't always been this ironclad. She's had to fight many demons to become the unstoppable force she is today. Floor has always been a tall girl. She talked a lot and acted differently from the other kids her age. Her height got her bullied a lot in school, and she became the insecure kid holed up in a shell. She was a loner for a long time and only had 1 or 2 friends. Her parents went to her school many times, but they would always tell her that they couldn't do anything about the bullying. This made her really mad because she was kind of left to solve this by herself. Floor could already sing at a very young age. She was also surrounded by music as her dad played guitar. Her older sister also sang, and she had passionate music teachers in high school who encouraged her. Floor joined the Rock Academy and studied years of music. She and her sister would sing in their house in a room with a high ceiling that had the perfect echo. Apart from music, Floor found shelter with horses. She wanted to be a biologist when she grew up because of her love for animals and nature. Fun fact, in 2018, a scientist who loves Floor's music actually named a new species of beetle in her honor. That is so fucking cool because she always wanted to be a biologist. So coming back to her school, her dedication helped her crawl out of her shell, become confident, less insecure, and make more friends. She learned that her height in the sense was a benefit because it gave her power and presence. At just over 6 feet tall, Floor doesn't really fit into regular clothing. For the stage, she needs to have entire outfits made specifically for her, which turns out to be expensive, but she says it's very important. Pantera and Machine Head were one of her first metal favorites. She was also a fan of Seattle grunge like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, and Mother Love Bone, but she wanted to sing in a metal band. Floor joined her first metal band at 16 as a background singer in the band After Forever. They released 5 studio albums before the band called it quits after one of its core members suffered from burnout. The disbanding of After Forever hit Floor hard. It was her first band. She'd put her heart and soul into it. But that breakup wasn't going to stop her from following her passion for singing. She went on to form her own metal band called Revamp and released 2 studio albums before Floor suffered from burnout herself. Leading a band of musicians is no joke, and the constant pressure of pending expectations, overwork, and stress took its toll on her. She was overtired and couldn't relax, which led to constant throat infections. She got out of breath, couldn't climb stairs, and in her words, looked and felt like shit. She entered another dark period of her life where the thing she loved the most became one she hated. Singing or metal wasn't fun anymore, and for the first time she almost quit music altogether. Floor was adamant though. She took the time to slow down and build her confidence back up and was able to pull herself out of this depressive and exhaustive state of her life. And then she got the call to join Nightwish. This dark period in Floor's life prior to Nightwish was necessary for her not to just realize the importance of work-life balance, but also for her to really appreciate what she had. In fact, she's even had tattoos done, one of a wolf and the other a dog on either side behind each ear to remind herself to keep balance. The wolf represents her ferocious, ambitious side, and the dog her relaxed and peaceful side. In 2021 though, during a rehearsal with Nightwish in Finland, Floor suffered with severe stomach pains due to a huge amount of gallstones in her bladder, 15 to be exact, and pancreatitis. She recovered really well from this thanks to the care received at the hospital, but also started to take her health even more seriously. This is why it's so important for you to find balance in your life. Going hard 24/7, 365 days of the year can actually work in the opposite direction and hinder you from your goals. If you don't give yourself a break, life is going to force you to take one. Floor is vegetarian. She says it was very easy for her to give up eating meat because she's against animal cruelty. She likes ramen, Indian food, pasta, and hates tacos. Yep, it's a verified fact. Her partner Hannes, drummer for Swedish metal band Sabaton, is apparently an amazing pasta maker. He's the creative one in the kitchen. Although she tries to eat as healthy as possible, Floor is also a pizza and wine lover, particularly the pizza in Italy. She says wine is mental food and is important because a good mindset is just as powerful as a healthy body. On stage, she drinks both water and red wine. She also enjoys single malt whiskey, especially from an island called Islay in Scotland. She says she's not the kind of singer that's always super careful and believes in having some fun instead of over-analyzing things. She'll go with the flow if there's a good party or a little more than usual wine here and there, but abstains from heavy boozing. She also avoids cigarette smoke and loud talking as they are bad for her voice. As she is very conscious of her impact on the environment, she tries to grow her own vegetables in her garden, which includes potatoes, cabbage, tomatoes, among others. Floor has been working out in gyms for years. She likes a mix of different things including body combat, body attack, and body balance balance and enjoys body weight movement. She has workout apps on her phone when she doesn't want or can't go to a gym. She has also worked out together with Alyssa Whiteplus from Arch Enemy while they were both on tour. She also loves swimming in the lakes in Sweden where she lives and says she's always been a water girl. Now we know where she gets that strong back from. Wonder how her arms are so toned? Well, she is very active in her garden. Gardening by itself is considered a workout and you can burn up to 300 calories an hour. She's also building, pulling, lifting all kinds of heavy things in her garden. She has a YouTube channel where she posts a lot of insights into her life and also has a 1 Minute Fan Friday series where you can really get to know her, so go check it out when you can. Flora has also loved animals, particularly horses growing up. It's been a dream to ride a horse since she was a little girl. When she and her partner moved to a massive isolated dream house in Sweden in the countryside, her wish came true. Horse riding, by the way, is also great exercise. It works your core muscle and thighs and also improves stability, flexibility, balance and coordination. She loves long quiet walks with the dog, which helps her get energized and creative, and says she would go mental without her daily walk. Flora also believes in the importance of getting enough sleep to be able to function at your best. That must have been very hard to get when she became a mother. All in all, she believes in moderation and balance to stay healthy and perform at her best. Flora definitely has a mouth to go with her height, and she considers herself quite sensitive, which can work both ways. On one hand, people get offended. Well, it doesn't take much these days. And on the other hand, being sensitive really allows her to bring her emotions into singing. Double-edged sword, really. She feels very strongly about female empowerment. Flora has made several posts on gender equality, especially in concern to a male-dominated metal industry. Here's a fun story. As a teenager with her first band After Forever, which was mostly male, her being a female singer would cause some members of the crowd to have a meltdown. She would constantly get shit from the audience, either screaming Slayer or boobs. There was one guy at a show who wouldn't stop shouting stupid things at her. Being headstrong and unafraid to call people out, Flora finally said to him, "Seeing as you have such a big mouth on you, why don't you come on and tell me all these things to my face after the show?" The crowd gasped. 6-foot-tall Dutch woman running out of patience just challenged a drunken caveman to a feud. Let's just say he shut the fuck up for the rest of the show. Standing up for yourself and being able to guard yourself against negativity is crucial to self-confidence. Apart from these qualities, Flora is also unafraid to speak her mind. Some fans get butthurt because she values her personal space and doesn't like people touching her. What's wrong with that? She wrote a public letter explaining that she refuses to stand for bullshit and allow people to dictate what they want from her. She says there's a Dutch saying that translates to "high trees catch more wind," which means the more well-known you get, the more negativity you'll get. But she prefers to focus on the positive things. Having low confidence and insecurity as a kid, Flora has come a long way to bringing out her best and also inspiring many women all over the globe. She put metal on the Dutch map, which was previously shunned, and has also won over several people from other genres into appreciating metal. Okay, this next queen is even more daring and resilient to bullshit. Go check out Carla Harvey from Butcher Babies. Right here, where people are constantly telling you that you can't achieve your dreams.